All right, recording number 2. This is now week 1 and section 2, transforming data into insights. Here it is. So let's put this as in progress. Set it to today's date. Grab the link. I think there's any material.
Welcome back. At this point, you've been introduced to the world of data analytics and what data analysts do. You've also learned how this course will prepare you for a successful career as an analyst. Coming up, you'll learn all the ways data can be used, and you'll discover why data analysts are in such high demand. I'm not exaggerating when I say every goal and success that my team and I have achieved couldn't have been done without data. Here at Google, all of our products are built on data and data-driven decision making. From concept to development to launch, we're using data to figure out the best way forward, and we're not alone. Countless other organizations also see the incredible value in data, and of course, the data analysts who help them make use of it. So, we know data opens up a lot of opportunities, but to help you wrap your head around all the ways you can actually use data, let's go over a few examples from everyday life. You might not realize it, but people analyze data all the time. For instance, I'm a morning person. A long time ago, I realized that I'm happier and more productive if I get to bed early and wake up early. I came to this conclusion after noticing a pattern in my day-to-day experiences. When I got 7 hours of sleep and woke up at 6:30, I was the most successful. So I thought about the relationship between this pattern and my daily life. And I predicted that early to bed, early to rise would be the right choice for me. And I'm definitely my best self when I wake up bright and early. I bet you've identified patterns and relationships in your life too. Maybe about your own sleep cycle, or how you feel after eating certain foods, or what time of day you like to work out. All of these are great examples of real-life patterns and relationships that you can use to make predictions about the right actions to take. And that is a huge part of data analysis right there. Now, let's put this process into a business setting. You may remember from an earlier video that there's a ton of data out there, and every minute of every hour of every day, more data is being created. Businesses need a way to control all that data so they can use it to improve processes, identify opportunities and trends, launch new products, serve customers, and make thoughtful
Businesses. All or control data so that they could use it for the following. Processes, identify opportunities, trends, launch new products, serve customers, make thoughtful decisions.
decisions. For businesses to be on top of the competition, they need to be on top of their data. That's why these companies hire data analysts to control the waves of data they collect every day, make sense of it, and then draw conclusions or make predictions. This is the process of turning data into insights.
Data into insights. Put all their data to good use. By making sense of all the data and then drawing conclusions making predictions.
And it's how analysts help businesses put all their data to good use. This is actually a good way to think about analysis, turning data into insights. As a reminder, the more detailed definition you learned earlier is that data analysis is the collection.
Data analysis. The collection, transformation, and organization of data in order to draw conclusions, make predictions, drive informed decision making.
Transformation and organization of data in order to draw conclusions, make predictions, and drive informed decision making. So after analysts have created insights from data, what happens? Well, a lot. Those insights are shared with others, decisions are made, and businesses take.
Conclusions are drawn, then insights are drawn. Insights shared with others. The decisions are made. Businesses take action.
Action. And here's where it can get really exciting. Data analytics can help organizations completely rethink something they do or point them in a totally new direction. For example, maybe
Example. Organizations could end up rethinking something they do, or the data could point them into a totally new direction. It could lead them to a new product or a unique service. Discover a new way to deliver better customer service.
data leads them to a new product or unique service, or maybe it helps them find a new way to deliver an incredible customer experience. It's these kinds of aha moments that can help businesses reach another level, and that makes data analysts vital to any business. Now that you know more of the amazing ways data is being used every day, you can see why data analysts are in such high demand. We'll continue exploring how analysts can transform data into insights that lead to action. And before you know it, you'll be ready to help any organization find new and exciting ways to transform their data.
Okay. Now done. I think this is important point to note out. Defined. Data analysis defined. study. Progress, but today's date. Grab the link after I hit that button. Okay. As you've been learning, you can find data pretty much everywhere. Anytime you observe and evaluate something in the world, you're collecting and analyzing data. Your analysis helps you find easier ways of doing things, identify patterns to save you time, discover surprising new perspectives that can completely change the way you experience things. Here's a real-life example of how one group of data analysts use the 6 steps of the data analysis process to improve their workplace and its business processes. Their story involves something called people analytics, also known as human resources analytics or workforce analytics. People analytics is the practice of collecting and analyzing data on the people who make up the company's workforce in order to gain insights to improve how the company operates. Being a people analyst involves using data analysis to gain insights about employees and how they experience their work lives. The insights are used to define and create the most productive and empowering workplace. This can unlock employee potential, motivate people to perform at their best, and ensure a fair and inclusive company culture. The 6 steps of the data analysis process that you have been learning in this program are ask, prepare, process, analyze, share, and act. These 6 steps apply to any data analysis. Continue reading to learn how a team of people analysts use these 6 steps to answer a business question. An organization was experiencing a high turnover rate among new hires. Many employees left the company before the end of their first year on the job. The analysis used the data analysis process to answer the following question: how can the organization improve the retention rate for new employees? Here's a breakdown of what the team did step by step. So that down verbatim. Step 1. Ask. Oh yeah, remember there's like a tool so that I could turn this into a call out, but oops. Yes, that doesn't really turn that into a call out, but cut and paste that in there. Okay, so first up, the analysts need to define what fine. What the project would look like. What would qualify as a successful result? So determine these things. Active questions are needed to be asked. Leaders and managers. These are the ones who are interested in the outcome of their people. Analysis, I suppose. These were the kinds of questions that asked. Examples. What do you think new employees need to learn? What do you think new employees need to learn to be successful in their first year on the job? Have you gathered data from new employees before? If so, may we have access to the historical data? Do you believe managers with higher retention rates offer new employees something extra? Or what do you suspect is a leading cause of dissatisfaction? Among new employees. Percentage would you like employee retention to increase? Next fiscal year. To prepare. Well, started with solid preparation. The group built a timeline of 3 months and decided how they wanted to relay their progress to interested parties. Also, during this step, the analysts identified what data they needed to achieve. What data they needed to achieve the successful results they identified in the previous step. In this case, the analysts choose to gather the data from an online survey of new employees. These were the things they did to prepare. Such as 3 months. How they wanted to relay their progress to interested parties. During the step, the analysis identified what data they needed to achieve the successful result they identified in the previous step. Identify data is needed. Step 1. And that would be what this is, right? Oops. See that. For example, the analyst is to gather data from surveying new employees. They prepared to do this. Questions asked about employee satisfaction with different business processes, such as hiring and onboarding, their overall compensation, establish rules, or would have access to all this data that they're collecting. Inside the group shouldn't have access to the raw data. Should only have access to summarize or aggregated data. Example, people's salaries should not be available, but salary ranges for groups of individuals would be accessible, viewable. They finalize what specific information would be gathered and how best to present the data visually. Specific information would be gathered. How to present the data visually. Brainstorm. Projects. Brainstorm data related issues and how to avoid them. All right, quick break for me. Oh yeah, I'm still recording, so I don't watch anything. Um, let's see. All right, call out. Step 3, process. Where am I at? I'm here, and I'm fatiguing out. So this is probably the last one I'm gonna do for tonight. Because even if I like push myself to do this one, I can guarantee that nothing will be absorbed since I am fatigued out. So let's try to absorb as much of the rest as I can. The group sent survey gets sent out. That should be past. It's a patient. Responsibility of the data analysts to ensure that employees understand how their data would be collected, stored, managed, protected. To maintain confidentiality and protect the store. To protect and store the data effectively, here are the steps. Confidentiality and to protect data. These steps are taken. Restricting access to the data to a limited number of analysts. Clean the data to make sure that it's complete, correct, that it's complete, correct, and relevant. Learn data. Learn data. It's aggregated and summarized without revealing Individual responses. Go. Upload raw data to an internal data warehouse or addition. There's a layer of security. Step 4, analyze. Analysis. Discovering these experience with certain processes. The indicator of overall job satisfaction. Findings. Employees who experienced a long and complicated hiring process or is likely to leave the company. Employees who experienced efficient and transparent evaluation and feedback, thus were most likely to remain. You met exactly what they found in the analysis. Doing it would diminish trust in the survey process, which reduces their ability to collect truthful data from employees in the future. Share. During the report also needs to be handled with care. the data. How this is done. They share the report with managers who met or exceeded the minimum. Right. With submitted survey or responses. Response to the survey. Okay. They presented the results to the managers to make sure they had the full picture. They asked the managers to personally deliver the results to their teams. This process managers are to communicate the results in the right context. The result productive team conversations about next steps to improve employee engagement. Do to do that. Where did I even press? Yeah, that was weird. Not sure what happened there. Well, step 6, act. Right. Final stage. Working with leaders, then our company to decide how best to implement changes and take actions based on the findings. Here are the recommendations. Standardize hiring. Evaluation process for employees based on most efficient, most efficient transparent same survey annually and compare results with those from the previous year. A year later, the same survey was distributed out to the employees. Analysts anticipated that a comparison between the two sets of results would indicate that the action plan worked. Turns out the changes improved the retention rate for new employees, and the actions taken by leaders were successful. Okay, dividers, what maybe what I'm looking for. Is people analytics right for you? One of the many things that makes data and I'm getting so tired. One of the things that make data analytics so exciting is that the problems are always different. The solutions need creativity, and the impact on others can be great, even life-changing or life-saving. As a data analyst, you can be part of these efforts. Maybe you're even inspired to learn more about the field of people analytics. If so, consider learning more about this field and adding that research to your data analytics journal. You never know, one day soon, you could be helping a company create an amazing work environment. Okay, this is this. View that later, maybe. More resource to learn more about some recent applications of data analytics in the business world. Check out the article from Harvard Business School. The article reveals how corporations use data insights to optimize their decision-making process. Please note that the first example in the article contains a minor error in the second paragraph, but the example is still a valid one. All right. Ability to bring data-driven insights into decision-making is extremely powerful. All the more so given all the companies that can't hire enough people who have these capabilities. For taking a look at how some companies are harnessing the power of data, it's important to have a baseline understanding of what the term business analytics means. Which second paragraph, right? So, anyhow, mark that as complete. Right.